Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our Learn English with Stories series. This is episode 3, and I'm so glad you've decided to join me today. If you've been following along, you know how this works. We use engaging stories to help you improve your English listening skills, expand your vocabulary, and understand grammar in a natural, fun way. And if you're new here, a very warm welcome to you. You're in for a treat. Today's story is a classic tale of wit and wisdom called The Farmer and the Well. It's a short, charming story with a powerful message. I'll read the story at a steady, clear pace so you can follow along easily. Don't worry if you don't understand every single word at first. The goal is to get the gist of the story and enjoy the process. After I finish reading, we'll go back and break down some of the key vocabulary and interesting phrases. Ready? Let's get comfortable and begin. Once upon a time, in a small sunny village lived a clever farmer. He had worked hard his whole life and finally saved enough money to buy a new piece of land. This land was special because it had a deep well, which was a huge blessing in this dry region. The farmer was overjoyed. The next day, he went to the well with his bucket, ready to draw water for his thirsty crops. But as he approached, a man jumped out from behind a large rock. This was the farmer's neighbor, the same man who had sold him the land. The neighbor was a cunning and greedy man. "You can't take water from this well," the neighbor shouted, blocking the farmer's way. The farmer was confused. "But I bought this land from you, and the well is on this land?" "So the well is mine," he replied calmly. The greedy neighbor smirked. "Ah, but you are mistaken," he said with a sly grin. "I sold you the land, yes, but I did not sell you the water inside the well. The water is still mine. If you want to use it, you must pay me for it." The farmer was shocked by this ridiculous argument. He knew he was being tricked, but he didn't want to start a fight. He thought for a moment, and a clever idea popped into his mind. "Very well," the farmer said with a smile. "If the water in the well is yours, then you must remove it immediately. You are keeping your water in my well, and for that, you must pay me rent." The greedy neighbor was speechless. He was completely outsmarted. He had never expected such a clever response. He realized he had been caught in his own trap. Embarrassed and defeated, he mumbled an apology and quickly walked away, leaving the farmer to use his well in peace. From that day on, the clever farmer and his crops never went thirsty again. What a great story, right? It shows us that intelligence and quick thinking can often solve problems more effectively than anger or force. Now, let's look at some of the vocabulary from the story. The first word is cunning. The story says the neighbor was a cunning and greedy man. Cunning means being clever in a tricky or deceitful way. It's similar to sly or crafty. Next, we have the word smirked. The greedy neighbor smirked. A smirk is a type of smile that often shows you feel superior or are pleased with someone else's misfortune. It's not a friendly smile, it's a bit smug. Another good phrase is outsmarted. The story says the neighbor was completely outsmarted. To outsmart someone means to defeat them by being more intelligent or cleverer than they are. The farmer definitely outsmarted his greedy neighbor. Finally, let's look at speechless. The greedy neighbor was speechless. If you are speechless, you are so surprised, shocked, or angry that you are unable to speak. The farmer's brilliant reply left the neighbor with absolutely nothing to say, and there you have it. A wonderful story and some new words to add to your English vocabulary. I hope you enjoyed The Farmer and the Well. The best way to learn is to practice, so try using these new words in your own sentences this week. Thank you so much for watching and learning with me today. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our next story. See you in the next episode. Bye for now.